Welcome to Plantiful Bee. Today I'm sharing 3 festive edible treats that make wonderful gifts, or a little indulgent for yourself. I've wrapped them up in simple, budget-friendly ways using repurposed jars, festive boxes and even greaseproof paper tied with ribbon. Let's dive in. Cookie jar mix. Our first gift idea is a classic, a chocolate chip cookie jar mix. Layering the ingredients makes it look beautiful and ready to gift. I've added a label with instructions and the extra ingredients needed, so the recipient can bake them with ease. It's simple, thoughtful and perfect for teachers, neighbours or anyone who loves cookies. This jar is a 500ml capacity, but any jar will do as long as it fits half a litre, so that the layers are visible. Place your jar on the scales and weigh out the ingredients. The recipe is below and the order that you need to layer in the jar. Once finished, add the lid and some ribbon, and that's gift number 1 complete. I've added the label in the description as the recipient will need to add melted butter, milk and vanilla extract, and the cooking instructions are there too. To make the cookies, add the contents of the jar into a mixing bowl and mix through thoroughly. Add the melted butter, and a little bit of milk if necessary. Optional is half a cup of vanilla extract. Mix it all through and then, using an ice cream scoop or a large spoon, make the cookie dough balls and pop them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. But make sure there's plenty of room between the cookies because they will spread in the oven. The mixture makes around 8 cookies in total. Pop them into the oven at 180 degrees for around 12 minutes. Once baked, pop them on a cooling rack. You can gift these along with the jar so the recipient can see what they look like. Or you can just eat them all yourself. That's the chef's privilege. Next up is a festive twist on Rocky Road. This version has a little spicy kick to warm up the season. It's quick to make, fun to package, and always a crowd pleaser. You can cut them into squares and wrap them in greaseproof paper and tie with a ribbon for a rustic homemade touch. Firstly, put the chocolate and the vegan butter and the maple syrup over a pan of hot water to melt. Add a sprinkle of salt. In a mixing bowl, break up the ginger biscuits, add the marshmallows. If you've got large marshmallows, chop them into small pieces. Chop up the dried cranberries and the almonds and give everything a good mix through. Save a small handful of the ingredients just to pop on the top once you've finished. Once the chocolate's melted, pour over the ingredients and give everything a good stir. Line a 1 pound loaf tin with parchment paper and pour in the mixture, spreading it out to all the corners, ensuring that it's flat, and then top with the remainder of the ingredients, pressing down gently. Once finished, pop this in the fridge for a couple of hours to really firm up before slicing into bars. Each bar can be cut into 3 little squares. Perfect for gifting. And finally, the Fennel Date Truffles, a unique treat that's rich, wholesome, and a little bit different. They're easy to roll and the kids can get involved too. Pop them in a gift box or a jar and you've got a beautiful handmade present for grandma or a favourite teacher. I use pitted dry dates, which need to be soaked in hot water for 15 minutes. The fennel seeds need to be ground down too, using either a pestle and mortar or a spice grinder. In your food processor, add the pre-soaked dates, peanut butter, almond flour and some coconut oil. Once the dates have been soaking for 15 minutes, they become all mushy, and my spice grinder has ground down the fennel seeds to a fine powder. Blend everything together for a couple of minutes. Once blended, roll into little balls and place them on greaseproof paper. I used a half teaspoon as a measure, and this makes 24 truffles. Once all the mixture is rolled out, place them in the fridge to set. Once they're in the fridge, melt the chocolate and coconut oil over a bain-marie. Once melted, coat each truffle in chocolate and top with a few fennel seeds. pop back in the fridge to set before gift wrapping. All 3 recipes are included in the description below, so you can recreate them at home. Remember, gifting doesn't have to be expensive. Use what you already have. Add a little creativity and you will spread the joy this festive season. As always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more Plantiful Bee creations.